First, let me just say, I hope every bit of this news is fake. I hope every bit of this news is just simply not real. And if it is, man, I got so much to say. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. If you've never been here before, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please. Click the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified every time a new video goes up on BrainFLoTv. Big Sean and Jhene Aiko reportedly are now broken up after spending a whole decade together. At this point, why even get into a relationship? It seems like nobody's relationship lasts. Everybody wants the kind of relationship like grandma and granddaddy had, but those and that time period seems to have gone by. I mean, even people who have been together for like 20, 30 years are getting divorced in their 60s and 50s. That's just nasty. I mean, damn. Anyways, this is what Hot New Hip Hop says about the relationship, and then I'm going to say what I feel like in this situation. So, Big Sean and Jhene Aiko have yet to comment on the viral rumors. Everybody everywhere is talking about how their relationship has ended. It's circulating all over the place, but both of them, nobody has held a press conference yet. Nobody has done a podcast interview yet. No, none of them have come out to say, yeah, it's official, we're over, we're not together anymore, but we're still cool though. So Big Sean and Jhene Aiko have reportedly ended their relationship after dating throughout the last decade. I thought they were married all along. But hold up. Wait till you hear why they're departed from each other. So during that time they dated, they collaborated on music together under the name 2088. And they welcomed a son into the world named Noah Hassani Chilumbo Anderson. Whoever put that Chilumbo in there, they something else. Anyways, neither of the artists has confirmed the split publicly, but it's out in the air and it seems to be true. Now, their reason for the alleged split apparently centers on marriage. According to the sources, they said that Jhene Aiko wanted to be married. I mean, she is like, yo, I gave you 10 years already, a whole decade. I mean, can you put a ring on it? Can I get a deeper level of commitment? I brought a child into the world for you, everything like that. She wanted the commitment, is what the source said, according to All Hip Hop. Not according to me, according to All Hip Hop. Sean loves her deeply, but he just wasn't ready for all that. That man don't want to do the final step. He doesn't want to put a ring on it yet. Sources for the outlet further allege that Jhene Aiko made multiple ultimatums to Sean before making the final decision to pack up and leave. If you don't do it by this date, if you don't do it by that date, come on now, I need you to do this. I guess he started feeling the pressure, right? And he was like, man, just go if you're going to go. The insider, secret person said. Eventually, she realized that the ring wasn't coming at all. So she decided that it was time to move on. Now, regardless of the reported split, they remain good friends and they are co-parenting together. They're in a great place and it's peaceful. They both respect each other too much to let things get messy. And they just want to do what's best for their child that they have together. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Big Sean and Jhene Aiko, they welcomed Noah back in 2022. And appearing on an episode of Jennifer Hudson's show earlier this year, Big Sean discussed what parenting has been like for him and for Jhene Aiko. He has the charm of my dad and the spirit of my mom, Sean said of Noah, the son, as caught by Complex. He's just the best of all of us put together. And I realize that when you have a child, they're a culmination of all of your family members. And you realize that all that DNA, it's like a computer. It's like all that information is in them. Sean then said, He picks up that mic and he has a beautiful voice like his mom. He has range and everything. And he's definitely very vocal. He talks. He's very expressive and he's very smart. So he was talking about their son that they have together. Now back to the whole relationship ending after a decade together because Sean just was not ready to put a ring on it. I never understand when women do this. You be with somebody, right? And you have one, two, three, multiple children, even in some situations, in their case, only one, with the person that you're with, the person you say you love, and y'all are raising a product of both of you together. Regardless if there's a ring in the mix or not, the best place for that child to be raised, is with its mom and its dad. The dad wasn't being abusive to you. The dad was doing everything he's supposed to do except for putting a damn ring on a finger and taking a oath and getting the government involved in your relationship. That is it. And now that child will have to be raised by two separate parents in two separate households by you and your new spouse or your new lover and daddy and his new lover, because that's what happens. Nobody ends up being a nun after they break up. Nobody goes, I'll never date anybody again. I'm just going to concentrate on my child only. Very rarely does that happen. That child is going to grow up to meet whoever you decide to fall in love with, who is quick enough to put a ring on it, since you're having the marriage itch and you want to be married, right? And now the poor child is going to have to suffer through that. The child probably don't even like who the hell you getting married to, because the child is used to seeing daddy, and now the child got to watch this other man go into your bedroom instead of their father. And they got to adjust to all that. Or they got to watch this other man be affectionate towards you, slapping your ass, kissing you in your face, touching you in ways that their dad would. And vice versa on the other side. When he goes over to daddy house, he's going to have to watch all that happen with daddy and his new woman. And the crazy thing is, adults move on. This ain't your first relationship. I am absolutely sure that this is not the first person. Big Sean is not the first person Jhene Aiko has ever been with. She done been in relationships and got her heart broke before and broke up before. Big Sean is the same thing. He done been in relationships before. He done ran through a couple of chicks before. He done fell in love and fell out of love before also. So this is just another repetition, repeated part of the cycle for them. For that child's a baby. The only thing that child know is this is my daddy, this is my mommy, and I came into the world and I'm growing up with a mommy and a daddy, and I love this. That's it. And then when you break that up from the child doesn't move on like the adult moves on. You know what I'm saying? So I never understand how women decide that, if you're not putting a ring on it, I'm going to go find another man to be with and raise this child with, as if that's the best place. Where do you decide that the best place for your child to be raised is with whatever strange man you find out there who decides to fall in love with you and put a ring on your finger? How does that make sense? To strip a child of their biological parent, their father, and give them to another man. Because that's what you do, essentially. You don't go to the child and say, this is your new daddy. But if that child has to share living space with your new man, then you might as well say that is your new daddy. He's going to have to watch another man be man in the house that he lives in, right? I I can't believe that this is what Jhene Aiko would have packed her bags and grabbed her child or their child. You know how they do too, right? As soon as the relationship goes bad, then it's my child. That's my baby. But during the relationship, when everything is good and the man is doing everything she says, it's our child, it's our baby. It's crazy. All I learned from this is when you look at celebrities, you realize that those people ain't nobody special. They just regular people with fame. They're just regular people who got some fame and got some money. And they got regular people problems, and they do dumb shit like regular people do, like break up their union and sabotage their children's happiness and their stability for their own personal needs. Because that is personal. It is personal when you want the man that man has already committed to you for 10 years and it was good. And it was so good that you wanted marriage out of it. You weren't trying to run away from him. You weren't trying to say that he's the worst person ever and you can't be in this relationship anymore. You wanted marriage. That means he was a good daddy. He was a good lover. He was a good person for you. And because he wouldn't put a ring on your finger, you just destroyed a whole marriage. And now you out here in public talking about, but we're still really good friends and we co-parent really well. And it's amicable and nobody is mad at anybody. Oh, man, there's no way that's good. And there's no way that they're still really good friends. They pretend to be really good friends. But if you break up my damn relationship that I've worked so hard at and committed to, just because I won't put a ring on your finger, I wouldn't be all lovey-dovey with you anymore. It wouldn't be we're good friends anymore. I would pretend for the sake of our child, but I would hold some deep resentment in my heart. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't on your timing. It was supposed to be on God's timing. And not only that, marriage is not pen and paper. Marriage is not walking down an aisle. Marriage is not saying I do and doing all the man-made stuff that men want you to do so the government's involved in your relationship. Marriage is a soul thing. It's a spiritual thing. It's a connection between two people. It's a commitment between those two people. You're my husband, you're my wife, and we are making life together. No paperwork needed. Why destroy that child's stability because you couldn't get what you wanted when you wanted it? And I know the women who are going to comment on this video, majority of them are going to be like, go ahead, girl, leave his ass. After 10 years, if he didn't put a ring on it, go find somebody else. But I guarantee you that a lot of these women who will say that are women who have done the same thing, and most of them did not find better. Don't get me wrong. You always could find somebody. There's a lot of lonely men out here who are willing to settle for being a stepdaddy to somebody else's children because she ran away and broke up her marriage before or her relationship, and he'll settle into that. But oftentimes, this ain't the person that she really wanted, and this ain't the person she really want to be with. She just wants to be married, and since he decides that he'll marry her, she'll go along with it just to show her children's father that somebody wanted to marry me, somebody wanted to put a ring on it, and even those relationships end up failing down the road because that's not where her heart really was. I'll end this video by saying this, right? You might as well just stay where your heart's at, even if no ring is involved. Even if you with that person for 10, 15, 20 years and they didn't put a ring on it, it is still your person. And that's just my belief. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. Was she right for ending the relationship? If this is true, was she right for ending the relationship because after 10 years she is asking for a ring and he is saying that he's not ready for that step yet? Let's just keep doing what we're doing. Focus on our career, focus on being successful, focus on raising our child together, and focus on loving each other and cultivating a bond that is unbreakable and all this other stuff. And she's like, nah, I want a ring now or I'm leaving now. I've given you 10 years already. Was that okay? Was that a smart thing to do? What do you think? I'll catch y'all in the comment section. And again, welcome to the channel if you've never been here before. This is BrainFLoTv. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.